That's the first person to say that. I've had a few others sort of be like, "Oh, what do you want to talk about this or that?" I've never had someone offer to show what they can now do.
Okay.
So
we'll practice before we shoot. Yeah.
it's already going.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because if I tell you it's about to start, you're going to go, "Oh, what do we
Okay.
do?" So again, this is just a chat about what we've done. Don't worry about it. If it's no good, I won't use it. Like, it's not a big deal. But I'm also going to pretend I don't really know you that well at the same time, because anyone who watches this won't know you. Okay?
Sure.
Happy?
Yeah, happy. Yeah, no worries. What length are you aiming for?
However long it takes. Some people take 10 minutes. I've had others who go for 36. Like, it's
Whoa.
I scheduled an hour. I hope it doesn't take an hour. But like, just say what you want to say from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. So I guess first of all, who are you?
My name is William Wilson. I'm a teacher. I've taught in Cardiff for most of my life and continue to live here. Access the local facilities. I've generally been active through my life in terms of sport. So I've been a swimmer for a long time. I swam with Cardiff Masters since the mid-90s, continuing up till about 2015, 2016, at which point I left to go to Italy and came back after teaching there. Had some problems then, but the swimming I did for between the 90s and 2016 was regular and was competitive as well. So we enjoyed usually 2 to 3 training sessions a week, possibly completing up to 7,000-8,000 meters a week, and did this regularly, competing in competitions. So that was the swimming side. I've been a cyclist for quite a long time as well. So enjoying the cycle paths around Cardiff and the countryside around us. I've been active and looking to keep that up, to maintain, a decent state of fitness and as much movement as my body will allow at my age.
Yeah.
So
awesome. And so when you were so active and doing so much, what led us to working together?
Okay. I had some problems when I was teaching. I was coaching a team at school and broke my leg. Gave me a lot of complications through my life, but I managed to get over most of them. However, I require corrective surgery at various stages in the last 30 to 40 years. The last bit of corrective surgery involved was quite recent, I think 2019. So just before the lockdown, I had an osteotomy and what's called a tailor frame put around my leg, where there's this kind of a scaffold and you have to adjust these screws to move the bone into the right position over a period of time. And then you wait for it to set. These are normally a 3-month operation or 3-month process. However, because of lockdown, it required. I was left with this tailor frame for about 8 to 9 months, and on crutches for that time. The result of that was I had a lot of shoulder problems due to crutches, and just getting frustrated with them, I suppose, and doing a bit too much at times. So I found that my shoulder was giving me quite a lot of pain, and I was unable to swim even after lockdown for any length of time or distance. So I resolved to put that right and tried to work on it myself in gym sessions with mixed success. However, I was recommended to Di Morgan, at the Clinician JD Sports Centre, and I also, with a view to assessing my own best plan, best route forward. I have been to see the medics through my GP, and I have an appointment to see an orthopedic surgeon who specialises in shoulders. But I thought before I did that, I would try my own route through exercise and physical sort of stretching, manipulation, whatever you want to call it. So I engaged Di for a 12-week course. Actually, it was 12 session
12
course.
session.
12 session course. Actually, it happened over a bit longer time than 12 weeks, but that was due to me going on holiday and various other things, which actually suited me because it meant I could put in my own practices to the sessions he gave me through an app. So I had all the material I needed to do the tasks without supervision on my own when I chose to, and meeting regularly with Di to check that I was going the right way and to build upon those. So yeah, it's worked out very well. I've recovered a lot of my mobility. I've returned to swimming. I've actually had a medical complication in the middle of it too. Well, actually, no, it's the start of it. I had some abdominal problems, so I kind of proceeded with caution at first, but it all went very well, really, and I was able to really complete those tasks I set without interference from my sort of abdominal problems. But yeah, I've been able to, as I say, to find my way back into swimming. One thing which I've been trying to do was raise money for cancer research, and they run a fundraising challenge in November. This is to swim 10K in the month of November. We're at the 27th now. I've done just over 8,000K. I've got another just under 1,000K to go. But I've been doing this in 2,000K sessions. 2,000 meter sessions. Yeah, always an optimist. But yeah, they've gone okay. I still work in progress. I still need to work at it, and but I've got the mobility, and most importantly is I have the strength actually back to do the strokes that I've been doing. I've been doing all three strokes actually, not fly obviously, but in a fairly small pool with a bit of traffic. So it's been good. Managed to, as I say, do 2K in an hour, pretty much on the first 4 sessions. I've got one more of those to go, and then I'll reach my target.
Yeah. So, and when we first sort of started, the goal was to get back swimming, and you said on holiday you could swim around 400 meters before your shoulder was bothering you a lot, which I imagine would have been very frustrating. And now we're talking swimming 2,000 meters or 2,000 meters, according to you, in one go. How does that make you feel? Do you feel outside of your body's ability to perform? How do you feel?
I feel extremely pleased about that. Swimming has been a passion for a very long time, so to regain a lot of lost form has given me a lot of feeling that I can really kick on from here. Yeah. So I'm looking to keep the swimming up. It's it's always helpful when you are in a club or you've got a particular purpose you're aiming for. So yeah, I mean that's my next step is to look for the more regular motivational swims that I can do.
Yeah.
The other thing to mention as well is it's not just pool swimming that I do. I love the paddleboarding, and I used to surf, but those days are past now. However, paddleboarding is become a particular passion. Using all the muscles of my body is really important there. It's not just standing up paddling. You've got to fall off and get back on. And all of these require a little bit of swimming or a little bit of maneuvering to get on the board, sometimes in deep water. So you need to have the strength to do that, especially if you've got someone else sitting on the paddleboard. But yeah, it's all part of the sports that I enjoy, and it's helped me hugely to find that thrill again of doing the sports I love.
Yeah.
So yeah, very happy indeed. I thoroughly recommend Di, who produced a scientific and well thought out program, which is personally tailored. So I've been well pleased with money I spent.
And you said we did 12 sessions in there. In that time, I think I had a holiday, you had 2 holidays, and the illness or the gut stuff going on. So a lot happened. But at what point, if you remember, did you think this is working or this is going to work? Was there a certain moment that sort of springs to mind?
It was returning from holiday, really, because I thought after a bit of a break, I think it was 3 weeks in August.
Yeah.
I thought that it would be difficult to make up that lost time, although it didn't turn out to be lost time. It was, in fact, I did progress after that very well. And it was really that point, maybe 2 weeks after returning, I realized that, I was doing okay and I could probably reach my goal. So, yeah.
And the way that we worked on your shoulders, I'm assuming quite different from anyone else who's like a physio is a bit more stretching or a chiropractor or clicks you. So what's your thoughts about the type of training we did? Because if I explained to fix this, we're going to go to a gym, lift quite heavy weights in fairly uncomfortable positions. If you hadn't gone through the process,
yes, that's true. As I say, I'd been to the gym before on my own, try my own exercises. And actually, I wasn't really making a lot of progress because what I hadn't realized is that it's very important to build up the process, to build up the muscles, and build up the order of muscles which you need to move on to the next stage of the exercise. So I'd just really gone for what I thought was appropriate, but I hadn't gone through the build-up process, and that actually turned out to be crucial.
Yeah.
So as I say, I consider the technical expertise that I've had has been a key component, in my progress. And happy days.
Yeah. And if we don't work together anymore, do you feel you could do it again yourself? If your shoulder starts to ache again, like how well do you think you've got this process on lock?
Yeah, I've now been able to see, like I said, the sort of foundation types of exercise which I needed to do. So I do feel confident I could restart on my own and address any further issues which may come about. I'm not planning to go on crutches again for another 8 months. So hopefully that's all behind. But as one does get older, things begin to stiffen up, and it's all part of the process of keeping active, is to keep loose and to keep stretching and to keep pushing yourself. So yes, I now feel that I've got a lot more knowledge in being able to do that myself.
Yeah. And you've also mentioned you're going to see the surgeon in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
When we first spoke, our conversation was along the lines of, let's see if you can make a difference and still probably have the surgery. What's your sort of view on this meeting now? What you hope to get out of it? What's the idea?
Yeah, it's coming up, having been delayed, actually, I have to say, as is the NHS. However, sometime early in the new year, I should be seeing him, and he'll probably give me some options, and that's what I want. I want to be in a strong position to make the right choice. His options will be, he'll suggest possibly surgery. So this will be invasive. It will involve resting up for a long period, certainly a significant period of time. It will mean a slightly uncertain outcome. Surgery always has uncertain outcomes, no matter how straightforward they tell you it's going to be. It's never a done deal until you're a year down the road and you can look back on it. So I having had surgery on my leg, I'm skeptical a little bit, but also I know that sometimes surgery is necessary. So my own instinct is to avoid it if I can, and I feel that now I do have enough knowledge to be able to perhaps get around it. It will depend, on the problems which he can see, from X-rays or other scans. Seeing inside is going to be pretty critical. So yeah, we'll just have to weigh up all those problems and try to make an educated choice.
And before we started, what was, outside of your activity and sport, how was living with the shoulder? Did it hurt you every day? Did it get in the way of carrying groceries? And how is it now?
Yeah, that's true. It's easy how you forget those things. I found raising my right arm was a problem because it caused me pain, and I was unable to do quite a lot of things. Which, for example, I had to think about my cycling because of the position which a rider is in with the handlebars, etc., for fairly long periods of time. So I had to be careful about that. But now I feel that I'm certainly able to accomplish a lot of things which I couldn't do, say 4 months ago. One comes to mind immediately, which is as I'm a teacher, I write the data on the board at the start of every day. I found that very difficult. Stretching the arm up and making that and those small movements up there was a problem. Now it's okay. So yeah, I'm able to do those things again. Happy days.
Yeah. Nice. And if you could go back at this point right now and speak to yourself 6 months ago, is there anything you would say?
Yeah, well, I would say that the physical approach, the sort of mobility approach, should really call it, is definitely an approach which you have to invest time in. You can't get immediate gains, so you have to keep going. And very important in the process is to get the right advice on the next step. I feel that I 6 months ago I was kind of banging my head against a brick wall from the gym type approach that I was doing, because I wasn't really making much progress. So it's now, it now has improved, as I say, and I kind of wish I'd started a bit earlier, but it is what it is, and yeah, we'll as I say, when we come to the doctor's appointment, the specialist appointment, I'm now armed and better equipped to make the right choice there. So, yeah. Not sure I answered that one, do I?
No.
Was that a little bit rambling?
No, not at all. It's been consistent and to the point the whole chat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Anything else you want to say?
No, just really, as I say, I'm very satisfied with the money I've paid, and can also say Di's been good company on the way. A few jokes and we've had a bit of a laugh at times, and it's all gone very well. So I'm very pleased. Thank you, Di.
Awesome.
Mm.
Thank you.